I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Running like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. It's looking up for the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I'll make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Then payments the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Then payment the back end good. Got sense but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably feed the club for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends tee, no button down. Respectfully.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much. He's dropped at the 23-yard line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. On second down, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Hold on. Check. Tiger.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Rolling to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
17.
Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Again, Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Louis. Go.
Mixing up the middle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Down inside the 10. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes a field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Up the middle, Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Here's Dorsett. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 32 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Jones. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Completes it again to Doubs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. On 1st down, Goff. This goes out wide for Mixon. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. Now Goff on first down. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
12. We go. 76. 76. Maverick. 4 down.
Here's Goff. He finds Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Play action. It's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. On the return comes Cobb. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On play action, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On play action, now Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff to Mixon on the check down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards there for number 15. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rodgers now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
That's good.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Garrett Wilson his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Rodgers going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Goff now to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers going to throw deep for the end zone. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Rodgers out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Throwing now, Goff. It'll be Nixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, it's gone. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
again. Goff. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.